don't have an MRI machine, they don't have a CT scanner. So realistically speaking, they aren't. There goes another strike. That's another strike. Realistically speaking, that hospital can't handle the number of injuries nor the type of injuries that are coming in. We're not talking about like first aid type injuries. We're talking about severe injuries, severe burns, limbs being blown off. These types of things, they need an ICU unit. They need certain types of machinery, certain types of medication. Certain levels of expertise. There goes another one. As we're talking, that's 3 within the last less than a minute. It's been less than a minute, and that was 3 of them. There goes another one. استغفرك يا رب. تفضل محمد.
طبعا منطقة العمليات التي تشهدها مدينة رفح هي في المناطق الشرقية. جيش الاحتلال عندما طلب من السكان إخلاء تلك المناطق التي تم إخلاءها تقريبا تمثل ثلث مساحة محافظة رفح البالغة تقريبا 65 كيلومتر مربع. المنطقة اللي طلب إخلاءها هي من أهم المناطق في محافظة رفح، كونها تمثل منطقة عبور المساعدات الإنسانية، منطقة وجود معبر رفح، أيضا وجود حاجز كرم أبو سالم الذي هو المعبر التجاري أو الحاجز التجاري الذي تمر منه البضائع إلى قطاع غزة. فالمنطقة هذه مساحتها تمثل، المنطقة التي طلب الجيش إخلاءها هي تمثل ثلث محافظة رفح.
So what he's saying is the area that is getting bombarded the most right now is in the east, and even more specifically, the area that the occupation has asked to be evacuated is about 165 square kilometers. Square kilometer. Kilometer. What's kilometers in English? Sorry. But that area is one of the most important areas in Rafah because 1, it's about 1/3 of the size of Rafah, and 2, it's where the Rafah crossing is. So if there is aid allowed into Rafah, that is where the aid comes in. It's also their economic import area. So any type of import that comes in as far as business goes as well, it comes in through the Rafah crossing. So whether it's aid or whether it's regular imported goods, all of it comes through Rafah. So for that area to be the one that is being evacuated and for that area to be the one that is being bombarded, it is going to create an even bigger crisis. If that's even fathomable, it's going to create an even bigger crisis than is already there.
طبعا استمرار القصف المدفعي العنيف جدا وإطلاق النار المكثف هو في منطقة محيط معبر رفح، في المنطقة الواقعة من الشرق من مدينة رفح. هذه المنطقة تشهد منذ الأمس قصف مدفعي مكثف. ربما تسمعون في خلفية صورة الزميل محمد غريب قصف مكثف في منطقة معبر رفح، وربما الدخان الذي تشاهدونه في وسط الشاشة هو من تلك المنطقة.
Oh my gosh, there goes another one. You guys, it's just continuous. It's nonstop. They are not letting up. They don't care if it's day or night. What he's saying is the continued artillery shelling and the pew-pews is more specifically done in the Rafah crossing area east of Rafah. And that's where most of it has been since last night. So the continued shelling that you're hearing right now in the background, even that smoke that you see in the middle of the screen, all of that is to the east of Rafah, near the Rafah crossing. That's
لا
another strike
حول
right
ولا
there.
قوة إلا
That's
بالله.
another strike right there. I haven't even been able to keep track or count of how many we've had within the last 5 minutes.
You know what I'm curious about is if we know that they're going to go after every building just like they did in other parts of Gaza, right? That's their plan. They don't want to
ونحن
turn this.
we're using clouds just for the TikTok instead of the other word. That's the
Okay.
only reason. No, I'm just telling Ahmed because he's scolding us in the comments.
Okay.
No, I can't catch up with I'm trying to read the comments, but I can't catch them.
No, I understand. Ahmed's our boy. I always catch up with his.
But
Yeah.
you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. Like people should leave the buildings. Like,
but where are they
right?
gonna go? I mean, I understand where you're coming from, but where are they gonna go? Like
Well,
realistically, where are they gonna
safer.
go?
Anywhere safer
There's
than the
nowhere
buildings.
safer. There's nowhere safer. They're bombarding the tents. They're bombarding the buildings. They're bombarding the mosques and the churches and the hospitals. There's nothing that is sacred to them.
Yeah.
There
But
is
for sure,
absolutely nothing that is sacred to them.
but for sure, they're gonna damage these buildings, right? Because they did it all over Gaza, all over the other parts of Gaza.
I
And if
mean,
you're on the third
they're gonna
floor,
damage. Yeah, they're gonna damage the buildings, but we don't know which buildings. Like the
80%,
reality of the
yeah.
the reality of the matter is they don't know which buildings, because even if we're looking towards the north, they made it seem as though they flattened it completely, and there are plenty of buildings still standing. There are plenty of people who still live in the north.
Yeah. I don't know. If I was there, I wouldn't take that chance. I would not sleep in those buildings.
No, again, it's not a matter of taking a chance. It's a matter of there's no actual safe place. Like that's the reality.
That's for sure. That's for sure.
Wherever you are in Gaza, your chances of being unalived is gonna be higher. It's really sad. It's really horrible, but there is no safe place in Gaza, and that's why, like, it's very important.
That's another one right there, you guys. That's another strike.
Like, it's very important.
That one was a little further.
It's very important that we continue to put pressure on the reps to call for a ceasefire, because the more pressure that's put, the more it's officially being said, the less likely they are to get away for all these atrocities. You understand what I mean? So
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I mean expose, right? We have to expose. That's what we're here. We're exposing what's happening, right? That's what we have to do. We have to expose it.
Yes, for anybody
return
who's
the hostages. There was already a deal like set forward on October 8th for the hostages, but
that's another strike.
Okay, I need people to, please understand that the plan was always to go into Rafa.
That's 2 or 3 in a row right now.
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys, please do us a favor and share the live to as many people as you can so that they can come in and hear it for themselves. This is live from Rafah right now. Every single shelling that you're hearing is live. They're getting hit right now as you're watching. What you're hearing, those big thumps, those are strikes. Those are directly from Gaza. Those are directly from Rafah. We have people there on the ground right now that are with us, and we're going to be having more journalists who are on the ground in just a moment that are going to be joining us. But what you're hearing, those big loud thumps, all of those are strikes.
We do have engineer Muhammad with us as well. He's a broadcast engineer. He's like, when you're part of this journalist team, when you're part of the journalist team, then you're a journalist. Like,
Absolutely. Anybody who's over there right now, who's honestly, to me, anybody who's over there right now who's carrying a camera and running into the heat just to show the world what's happening is a journalist.
طبعا يا علي، مع استمرار الغارات والقصف المدفعي لمدينة رفح، دائما ما يبحث العدو عن أهداف عسكرية مزعومة أثناء دخوله في عمليات عسكرية على الأرض. الآن إذاعة الجيش الإسرائيلي بيتحدث عن أنه معبر رفح تم اختياره كهدف أول لهذه العملية في رفح بسبب أهميته الاستراتيجية باعتباره شريان حياة للشعب الفلسطيني في مدينة رفح. فدائما ما يبحث عن أهداف مزعومة هذا الجيش الغير أخلاقي باختياره لمعبر رفح كهدف لهذه العملية. ربما في الساعات القريبة القادمة تتكشف بعض وتتوضح بعض الأمور فيما يخص العملية العسكرية التي شنها جيش